Ora pro nobis means pray for us. So we were just singing the litany of all the saints. Ora pro nobis means pray for us. That's Latin. Ora pro nobis. So welcome to all of you. Once again, you are here. We were together for the Mass this morning. And now I'm going to show you some pictures, photos of Brother André and of St. Joseph's Oratory. How many of you have been to St. Joseph's Oratory in Montreal? How many have been there? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 of you. So let's go here. So Brother André was a man of prayer. He said, when you pray, you talk to God the way you do to a friend. So for Brother André, God was not so far, just next to him, just talking to a friend, talking to God. And he was a man of prayer. He was always praying behind the statue of Saint Joseph. He had a great devotion to Saint Joseph. And he is born in a small village called Saint-Grégoire, Mont Saint-Grégoire. And this is the place where he's born. That's a monument. His house is no more there, but there's a monument. It's written there, Ici est né a été endeuillé le 9 août 1845. 1845. Alfred Bessette en religion, Frère André. Here is the birthplace of Brother André. That's in French. It's written in French. So this is towards Mont Saint-Grégoire. That's a village. Mont Saint-Grégoire. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. And that's the church where he is baptized. He received emergency baptism. And from there he moved to another place called Fanam, second place where his parents are buried. So this Fanam, nice place too. And then from there he moved to, this is a photo of Brother André when he was small, like you, very small, at his confirmation. And he went to 3 places. One was Mont Saint-Grégoire, Saint-Césaire, Fanam. Then he went to the United States of America for 4 years. Then he came back to Quebec in Montreal. So he lived in 5 places. But he visited a lot of places. He came here to your area in Zurich. So how did he get his name, André? What was his first name when he was born? What was the name that his parents gave him? Yes. Alfred. Bravo. Can we clap for her? Very good answer. Now, what's the story of Alfred becoming André? How did he become André? Can anyone tell me? Yes. 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 one of his pastors, actually his pastor in Saint-Césaire, whose name was André Provençal. He's a man, André Provençal. He helped him to enter into the congregation of Holy Cross. Because nobody wanted to take Alfred in the community, in any congregation or community. Why? Because his health was very poor. He could not eat. He could not work. So he was so fragile. So nobody wanted to accept him. So André Provençal, this pastor, compassionate and kind pastor, helped him by writing a letter. And in the letter he wrote, I am sending you somebody who cannot do anything, but he can do one thing. What's that one thing? Yes. Yes? Huh? Heal people. Yes, he did not write that, but he said something else.
The doorkeeper of the church.
He is the doorkeeper of the church. That comes later. But he wrote something in the letter, this pastor. I'm sending you somebody who can do one thing. He can pray. So he was a man of prayer, I said in the beginning. And at the end of the letter, he wrote, I am sending you a saint. Imagine, I am sending you a saint. So with that letter of André Provençal, Father André Provençal, he goes to Montreal to meet with the superior provincial of the Congregation of Holy Cross, and he was taken in. And he did his novitiate, 1 year of prayer and discernment. After this year of prayer and discernment, he was asked to go out. He was not accepted. Why? Because he was always sick. Can you imagine? A person who is always sick, who cannot do many things, he was asked to go home. So Alfred was very sad. He cried and cried and cried. Then the Bishop of Montreal was visiting Notre Dame College at that time for some program. Then after lunch, Bishop came to his room, and Alfred was standing outside his room, and he was crying. So Bishop asked him, young man, why do you cry so bitterly? What happened to you? What happened to you? Why do you cry? Then Alfred said, they put me out from the community. They don't want to take me in. I am sick. My health is weak. But please ask them to take me in. I will do whatever they ask me to do. The bishop was compassionate and kind. He said, Alfred, listen. I will tell the superior provincial to admit you. Don't worry. Don't cry. You're a good person. You're a man of prayer. So bishop kept his words, and the superior was told to take him in, and he was taken in. And he professed his vows, and he changed his name from Alfred to André to honor his pastor, whose name was André Provençal. So Alfred Bessette became André Bessette, Brother André. So let's continue. And what was his first appointment? What was he? You already told. He was the doorkeeper of Notre Dame College. This was Notre Dame College at that time in Montreal, but now it's a huge, big, one of the reputed colleges in Montreal. It's a huge one. So he was the doorkeeper. And the door is still there. If you come to Montreal, you will see the door where Brother André stood for how many years was he doorkeeper? For how many years? He was the doorkeeper for 39 long years. So he was opening the door, closing the door. That was his job. And it is written on the door now, homage to Brother André, the doorman of this college. So opening the door, closing the door, how can one person become a saint? That's another question. How is it possible? But he talked with everyone. He conversed. He listened to them. He invited them to go and pray with him. So many of them, students started going to pray with Brother André. And one of the students said, one day he said, Brother André, can you help me? Yes, I can help you. What shall I do for you? Brother André asked. Then he said, I have terrible stomach pain. I cannot eat anything. I have terrible stomach pain. can you heal me? Brother André prayed through the intercession of Saint Joseph, and this boy, this student, received instant healing. Another girl came and said, Brother André, can you help me? I don't pass in my exams. I fail in all my exams. Can you help me? Brother André said, yes. You will go home, you will revise all your lessons, and you will come and write your exams, you will pass in all the exams. That student got very good marks. And so many healings, miracles happened through the prayers of Brother André, who prayed through the intercession of Saint Joseph. So teachers and parents came to know about it. They also started going to Brother André to ask prayers and favors. So one of the teachers was sick. She was having cancer. She was about to die. Doctors told that she would die in 3 months' time. So she had just 3 more months to live on earth. So she went and asked Brother André, can you help me? Yes, what shall I do for you? Can you heal me? I'm sick. Doctors say that I would die in 3 months. I have a tumor. Brother André said, yes, you go home, do a novena to Saint Joseph, and go and see your doctor after 3 months. And ask him to write a certificate, come and see me after 3 months. This teacher comes back after 3 months. She obeyed Brother André. She did the novena to Saint Joseph. She came back to see Brother André in the church at the oratory and gave the medical certificate stating that she was healed. Her tumor was completely removed. Healed. She got a healing. Miracle. So many thousands of parents and teachers and students got healing from Brother André. So that's why he is known to be the miracle man. He was doing small jobs. He was cutting the hair of students, polishing their shoes. And whatever he got, all the money that he got, he collected and he put in a coin. So one of the fathers asked, Brother André, why do you collect all these small coins and put in a small box? He said, I want to build a chapel, church for Saint Joseph. Saint Joseph is my friend. I want to honor him. So he continued his life, his mission. He visited many sick and suffering people. And here is the first chapel that he built with his friends, with the help of his friends. You know, he did not get permission to build this chapel. We need to get permission from the superiors to build a chapel or church. So he was a humble, simple person. He never got permission. And then the superior provincial himself, he was sick and suffering. He was dying. He was in the hospital. So every day evening, somebody was going and helping out this father provincial superior who was in the hospital. So one day, Brother André got a chance to be with him. And after supper, Brother André asked him, Father, can you please give me permission to build a chapel, church for Saint Joseph? Father said, Brother André, how can you ask me this? I'm almost dying. Doctors said that I would die in 2 weeks' time. How can I give you permission? They have already informed all the fathers and brothers in Canada saying that I would die. I'm preparing for my death. Then he closed his eyes. And after a while, he opened his eyes and said, Brother André, listen, if I get up and walk from my deathbed, I will call the General Assembly. I will give you the permission to build a chapel for Saint Joseph. What did Brother André say? Brother André said, Father, you will not die. You will live. You will get up and walk. And the next day, the father who was about dying, he got up from his deathbed. He was running around, moving, no problem. All the doctors and nurses and all the fathers, brothers, all the people, they were surprised. Hey, the man who was about to die is running around. He is healed. How is this possible? Who did this? They said, Brother André. Brother André prayed, and the father got up. He walked. So the superior provincial himself, he understood that this is a divine plan to build a chapel for St. Joseph. So he was given the permission, and with his friends, he built this chapel in 1904. And you see so many people were standing outside to attend the Mass. See, Brother André insisted having the Holy Mass every day. And he said, it's Jesus himself healing. It's Jesus who is giving us life. And so he said, I need to have the Holy Mass every day. I need to receive Jesus every day. So Brother André was moved. He was asked to go from doorkeeper's post to the chapel as a guardian of the chapel. That was his second obedience. Second obedience. To be the guardian of the chapel. So when he was asked by the superior provincial to go there, he said, I need to get a priest with me. I have to have Holy Mass for me and for my people. I have to receive Jesus. That's where I get all my strength and power and energy. It's Jesus who is a healer. I am not a healer. Then the superior provincial said, Brother André, listen, I have no priest available. They're all busy. They're all busy. They all have their churches. Nobody is available. If you want to go, please go. Receive people. Bless them. Tell them what to do. They will follow you. They will pray with you. Brother André said, no, I will not go. I need a priest. I need to have Holy Mass. I need to have Jesus. Okay, the superior provincial said, okay, I'll give you a priest. I have one priest. Just one available. But he has a problem. He has a problem. I warn you, he has a problem. Brother André asked, what's his problem? Oh yeah, he is blind. He cannot see. He is blind. He can come with you. You tell him to bless people. He will bless everyone. But he cannot read. He cannot read. He is blind. Brother André said, no worry. Give me the blind priest. Give me the blind priest. No worries. And to the blind priest, Brother André said, Father, come with me. Come with me. We'll go together. And from tomorrow, you will say the Mass. That blind priest got back his sight. He was healed. Instant healing. So, Brother André moved to the chapel. There was a small room. His room is there on the top of the top floor in the chapel. So when you come there to St. Joseph's Oratory, you can see all these things. His bed and his room is there. So they moved. They were having Mass. You see people standing outside there, so many people. They were standing in cold winter. And they asked for a bigger church, and that's how the project came to build the largest church dedicated to St. Joseph in the world. And so he's known to be God's doorman, St. André of Montreal. And his friends were really great. He had good friends to take him around. Like my friends here, I have some good friends here. Pauline and Mark and Monique and all of them good friends, you see. They invited me to come here. Otherwise, I would not be here with Brother André. I would have been somewhere else. Next month, I'm going to Kingston. I've gone to so many places with the heart of Brother André. Believe it or not, so many students and people have received healing and miracles through the prayer of Brother André, through the intercession of Brother André. So many. Last year, just before COVID, I went to Florida in Viera, and there were 7,000 people gathered for a weekend. And even some of them write to me now saying that, they remember they have received some favors from God through the intercession of Brother André, through his prayer. It's amazing. It's amazing. And just a couple of months back, I was in Quebec City. I've gone to many places, in Ottawa, in Cornwall, everywhere. A lot of people come to pray through Brother André. They all receive many blessings from God. And he was always a simple man, simple, humble person. Brother André, he said, put yourself in the good Lord's hands. He never abandons anyone in adversity, in difficult times. Simple words, but very touching. You see, he said, the door to heaven is the heart of Jesus. The key to this door is prayer and love. Prayer and love, two things. And he said, when you say to God, our Father, he has his ear, right next to your lips. So God is not very far. God is not very far for Brother André and for us, of course. That's the first chapel, that's the largest church. And this is the funeral scene of Brother André. Over 1 million people came to pay homage to him. First Canadian-born male saint. All of us will be saints, right? All of us will be saints. I believe in that. We are not perfect, but we grow in perfection every day. You see the people gathering for his canonization. In which year was he canonized saint? Anybody? Yes. 2010? Yes, bravo. We'll clap for him. 2010. In which month? Which month? In which month? 2010? Yes? October. Clap for her. October. And what date? What date? Yes? 17th. Clap for her. Wow. You all know everything. My God, you have really studied the life of Brother André. I'm so happy this morning. All of you are so bright. You're so bright. That's the church, St. Joseph's Oratory. If you have not come there, you will come there. Okay. So this is a church, you see. I'm just going faster. You have seen these photos. You see, people from all faith, not only Catholics, but also others come there. That's the votive chapel where 10,000 candles burn. All people come there. All people from all faith. That's the tomb of Brother André. And the oil of St. Joseph that I brought for you, that's the heart. The heart is preserved there. People come and pray. That's a procession. That's the Basilica Church, the big church, with the pipe organ, the largest pipe organ, biggest pipe organ in North America. See all the college girls and boys there. The museum and the Way of the Cross garden of the Way of the Cross. Pieta, Jesus on the lap of his mother Mary. There I stop, the big crucifix in the Basilica Church. Well, now you will have opportunity to come forward to venerate the relic of Saint Andrew Blessed, to venerate the heart. You can come 2 by 2. Father and I, we will stand at both sides and we will bless you, anoint you with the oil of Saint Joseph. Teachers, you can accompany your students.
So I suggest if you're coming forward to ask for something from St. Joseph. Maybe healing, maybe changing your heart, maybe for mom and dad.